Today, Motorola has officially announced the launch of the Motorola Edge 50 Pro in India, and now we can officially learn all its specifications. The leaks are a thing of the past. This device has decided to revamp part of Motorola's identity because they've talked about a new design language for their devices, and as you know, they usually replicate it across their entire range. They have also talked about a revamped software and have introduced for the first time Moto AI, which are the artificial intelligence features that this brand will have. But let me tell you about the specifications that this device incorporates. Its screen is a 6.7-inch LED with K resolution and 144 Hz. In fact, this is one of its key points because they have said that it is the world's first screen with this resolution and this refresh rate at the same time. Additionally, it is compatible with HDR content and its peak brightness reaches up to 2000 nits. It will also feature stereo sound and Dolby Atmos, and of course, it could not overlook the IP certification, so it is capable of withstanding being submerged in water. In the design, we will come across 3 different colors, 2 of which will have a synthetic leather finish in purple and black, while the other one will feature a similar aesthetically brushed metal finish in gold, even though it is not actually made of metal but instead has a slightly softer texture. In the photography section, we also find something attractive, especially because of the aperture that the main camera will have, which is f4. If you don't know, it's an extremely large aperture to let in a lot of light to the sensor and thus be able to take good night photos. In fact, it seems to me that it is currently the camera with the largest aperture, accompanied by a 50-megapixel sensor and optical stabilization. Afterwards, we'll find a 10-megapixel telephoto camera with a 3-fold optical zoom, although they claim that through hybrid zoom it can reach up to 30x. Honestly, I don't think this camera is that spectacular, considering that there are other high-end devices that do integrate high-resolution sensors for this telephoto lens in order to have better quality zoom. The ultra-wide camera is also not high-resolution, achieving a maximum of 13 megapixels, which can also function as a macro camera with a distance of up to 3 centimeters, making it a camera with excellent capabilities. Motorola claims that this is the first pro-level camera with artificial intelligence, as they have introduced a new image enhancement engine through artificial intelligence that will merge all the images, very similar to what we have seen in Apple or Huawei with their different algorithms. But in this case, Motorola assures that it is through artificial intelligence how it manages to improve this image. Also, for video recording, Motorola has decided to use artificial intelligence to have adaptive stabilization, meaning that if you're walking, the level of stabilization will be different than if you start running, even if you're in the same video clip. So, the user shouldn't worry about selecting any specific level of stabilization, but instead, the device through AI will do all of this for you. The operating system is Android 14, but on top of it come these enhanced features and experiences from Motorola, since it also has a wallpaper generator based on your outfit. In other words, you simply take a picture of how you're dressed and the device will automatically create a similar pattern, combining other colors so that your device matches your outfit. It guarantees updates up to Android 17, and its processor is the Snapdragon 7th Generation 3, accompanied by up to 12 GB of RAM and 256 GB of storage. The battery is 4,500 mAh with support for charging up to 125 watts, or it can also be wirelessly charged at 50 watts. This device, like most Motorola devices, is slim and lightweight, which is why the battery doesn't reach 5,000 mAh. We'll have to put it to the test to see if the battery won't be one of its weak points. Likewise, we have already started testing this processor on some devices, and so far it hasn't left us with such an impressive feeling, although it's important to remember that whenever a new processor is released, we have to wait for the applications or games to start adapting by the developers in order to take advantage of the technologies that these chips incorporate. So we are hopeful that the processor can provide us with satisfactory performance when we subject this device to rigorous testing. As you can see, it is a high-end device, but we could state that it is merely the entry level of the high-end range. I think it would be a good competitor for the Galaxy S in its standard edition. However, in India, the price is really spectacular for the 256 GB RAM version with 256 GB of storage. The price announced in that region was 31999 rupees, less than $400. Certainly, for a device of this nature, it will undoubtedly attract a great deal of attention. Even in India, they announced numerous offers and promotions in collaboration with different stores and applied other additional discounts, thereby making the price highly attractive. However, regrettably, the prices in this location differ from those in that location. I am fairly certain that the price in Mexico will be doubled. Furthermore, it is important to point out that this base model comes with a charger that has a power output of 68 watts included in the box. However, in the higher-end model with 12 gigabytes of RAM, the charger included has a power output of 125 watts, and the advertised price for this device is 35999 rupees. It is anticipated that on the 9th of April, the sale of this device will commence in India, and it will soon be launched in Europe and possibly in other regions of the world as well. Please inform me in the comments about your thoughts on this device. Hopefully, the price can be very competitive in Mexico and other countries worldwide where they recognize our presence. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if so, please indicate your liking. We look forward to seeing you in our future videos.